Dearest Activision, after spending days of my life playing your game mode and grinding out its mastery camo, I'd like to give my honest thoughts. And no, before you click away and roll your eyes thinking it doesn't matter, the new game is coming out anyway, I think you should really sit down and hear what I have to say. Because that mentality right there is what enables a AAA game studio to continuously create subpar games that are starkly outclassed by indie studios in terms of fulfillment, enjoyment, and fun. At the time that I'm writing this script, I have around 7 whole days played on Modern Warfare 3 Zombies and just finished unlocking Borealis. I'm only going to be critiquing gameplay mechanics, so I'm not really concerned with the story stuff in this video. In fact, I just finished playing a match of zombies earlier when I was struck with the first major issue that I would like to talk about: disconnection protection. The worst feeling ever is when you're playing a match of MW3 and then suddenly everything freezes. You start sliding around on the floor, your friend is frozen, the zombies are frozen, and you pray to the powers that be that it's a quick lag spike and it passes before you're met with the dreaded disconnection screen. Your containment streak was at 99, one single point away from 100, and now you got dropped all the way back down to 50. Your large backpack is gone, your 3-plate armor vest is gone, and you have to wait a few hours to bring your guns back in that you want to get your challenges done for. And you don't want to load back in to try and recover in a new match because you don't know if it's going to happen again and drop your containment streak even further. This is the worst feeling ever, and is personally the only reason I've been struggling with the zombies mastery grind. And there are 2 easy solutions to fix this problem. Solution number 1 is adding a disconnect protection. I already have one in Warzone, so what's so hard about bringing this to this DMZ copy-paste? Number 2 is to not remove player items and exfil streak if they're disconnected from a server due to an internet error, a stability issue, or basically anything else that isn't the player pressing the quit game button. This solution seems like it would be a little bit more difficult considering the game would have to differentiate a disconnect versus someone quitting out, and would probably lead to more game-breaking glitches like the tombstone glitch for people to exploit. So solution number 1 is honestly more viable. However, since neither of these features are in the game, what I personally do to protect myself against disconnects and losing things is to make use of my separate operator slots, because maxing out 3 operators and losing everything on one is much less devastating than losing everything you have. It gives you the freedom to recover in your own time while still being able to enjoy the game. But this is still no excuse for not having any disconnect protection. I made a comment about this game being a DMZ copy-paste a moment ago, so that's the next point that I would like to talk about. I recorded an entire playthrough of DMZ, grabbing all the weapons cases from each map, finding unlockables, the whole 9 yards, expecting DMZ to be a game mode that lasted longer than 1 year. Instead of making a zombies game mode, the developers copy-pasted DMZ, replaced the AI with enemies with zombies, and said, "Have fun, enjoy our specially polished zombies experience." DMZ should be kept its own game mode, and it should continue to receive content updates and share level progression with Warzone and multiplayer. I can't speak for everyone, but I loved DMZ. The only thing I wish it had was a disconnect protection. Modern Warfare 3 was rushed though, just like every other COD game I've seen for the past 5 years now, so rather than creating a true zombies experience, they axed DMZ and used its corpse to shape what is now MW3. A solution to this problem would be to stop harping on yearly releases for games. This would have given more time to craft a zombies experience, and maybe even continue DMZ. If you continue to release your battle passes and even your Black Cell battle passes along with more DLC guns and maps from Modern Warfare 2's lifecycle, you could have potentially made a zombies experience to have alongside Warzone and DMZ, all receiving content updates, all having progression shared, and giving yourself another year or 2 to make a new game, instead of copy-pasting the same game and immediately planning out the way that you would slightly tweak the next copy-paste in 11 months. Now, even if you didn't want to take the time to make a polished game, and you still wanted to have yearly releases reusing the same assets and mechanics, you could have taken Cold War Zombies, remastered it, and re-released it as Modern Warfare 3 Zombies. You still have the field upgrades and the Ethereum crystals from Cold War, and you may not be able to do a true copy-paste since Cold War probably runs on the Modern Warfare 2019 engine, but you could easily remaster its game mechanics, create some maps, and reskin it to look like Modern Warfare. There you go, now you have DMZ playable on Urzikstan and Rebirth Island with new weapons cases, a round-based zombies experience with its own camo challenges, where disconnecting due to internet issues or game stability does not punish the player by walling them off from their guns, and your standard Warzone and multiplayer experiences. I'd like to make one thing very clear. It's okay to experiment and try new things. I'm going to make an educated guess and say that more people than just me wanted DMZ to continue to receive content updates. I'm going to make an even more educated guess and say even more people wanted an option to play round-based zombies this last year. Trying to say, oh, well, none of this matters now because the new game is coming out, is exactly what enables this kind of behavior. I recently discovered another glitch when I was venturing through an infested stronghold, where the mimics spawned inside of me, killing me instantly. Why do things like this even survive in the game for as long as they do? With the amount of store bundles and new events and mastery camos being released every other day, you would think the developers would take the time to squash some of these bugs at the very least. I also encountered a strange UI glitch where after unlocking Serpentine for a weapon, the game told me I had completed a polyatomic challenge, further cementing the notion that this game was supposed to be Modern Warfare Roman numeral 2's DLC. Before you ask, I've already pre-ordered the Vault edition of Black Ops 6 and I'll be live streaming the beta over on my Twitch, to which you can find the link down in the description. I'm looking forward to round-based zombies and the ability to pause my game mid-match, and I'm most importantly looking forward to unlocking the mastery camo without having to worry about ensured weapon cooldowns. But these are things that this year's Call of Duty should have had with its zombies. And why couldn't they have thrown in the survival game mode from the old Modern Warfare games? If they had put more time and effort into Modern Warfare 2023, I imagine we would see a game with an authentic Call of Duty campaign with Easter eggs, secret collectibles, the whole 9 yards, a classic arcadey multiplayer experience with its own camo challenges, that old Warzone and Resurgence feel back from lockdown, maybe even with its own game mode exclusive camo challenges, a round-based zombies game mode with an option to play Outbreak as well, and even this DM Zombies game mode. Continuous content and integration with DMZ, and maybe even that survival game mode I mentioned before with its own camo challenges as well. And I imagine that this would be a live service boots on the ground Call of Duty Modern Warfare game that would last not 1, but perhaps 2 years, taking the place of this year's Black Ops release until the Black Ops 2 remaster drops. If you've made it this far, please comment pickles down below. And I hope I don't come off as a hungry little fanboy when I say this, but I really do enjoy Call of Duty games. However, I'm very disappointed with so many things I've seen lately. The Riot Shield going back to a 2-hit kill is a step in the right direction. But this game feels very unfriendly to content creators, as I've recorded a whole series of DMZ where I unlocked every weapon case and every unlockable on each map, as well as a whole series of zombie story missions from Acts 1 through 3. But with yearly COD releases and playing other games to avoid burnout, those entire series will sit waiting on my external and probably not see the light of day. Because whenever a new game releases, these grinds, camos, and these adventures I've embarked on with my friends become obsolete. This game isn't like Skyrim where I can start recording a permadeath playthrough when I'm 18 years old, finish it when I'm 19, and begin uploading it when I'm 20, all the while battling real-life challenges in between. If you would like to see a teenage me playing through DMZ, battling enemy forces with my friends, and holding my own against 6-player death squads after my teammates have fallen and emerging victorious, securing weapons cases and pillaging them from other players, then comment BACON down in the comments section. Thanks for watching.